Good afternoon, it's Greg here again. I have to apologise. I started building the Stryker and before I knew it I was well into it and I forgot to do a video, a build up there. So we can start from here. I've only done so much, I haven't done a great deal, but we can start from here. So far the kit is a really nice kit, really nice, detail is lovely. And Paul from Paul's Military Models, he's building he's building a Stryker. What version is he building? I can't remember. AVF club kit anyhow, so it looks nice. He's working hard on that as well, so that's good. And I'm enjoying this build set. It's totally different for me. I've never built tanks. I've never built a wheeled vehicle since I was a child, like I said. So I'll show you how far I've got along at the moment. So we started off at the we'll start off with the lower hull. So it all goes together really nicely. No fit issues, nothing. And just take your time, and do as you follow the instructions. Sometimes they're a bit vague. Where I found from the trumpeter, excuse me, my mouth's so dry, I'll just have a wee drink. One of them mornings when my mouth's so dry today. So yeah, on these PE parts here, the instructions were they weren't very good. I'll show you what I mean. Right, where are we at? On this page here, you can see there, these are the PE parts, one there and one up here, and it says option for them parts, and it doesn't show you how they fit or anything. So luckily I got them fitted correctly, but that's the only fault I've come across so far, is that it's sort of a bit where does it go type thing. So that's the only sort of the bad thing, but the only thing that I've not been able to follow straight away. So let me put back where I was at to. Where I was there. Yeah, so all the low holes all done. PE's done. It's the plic armour at the front, been on the rear's been done. The little shackles. It's a pity, isn't it? It's static. You can't move the wheels, which it didn't really matter to me, but it's just one of those things. I thought it might have turned. Right, so that was that done, and then we started on the rear. Okay, very well. Yeah, the PE, that's for the jerry cans. That's very straightforward. There's a few more bits to go on there, as you can see. But yeah, that was quite good. I enjoyed that, building that rear part with all the little bits and pieces to it, and the PE parts. So it worked out well. Then I cleaned up all the well, there's no need to clean them up. I've got all the wheel bases done. They're quite nicely detailed. So they're all ready and smoothed off, ready for the tyre. And I also did all the jerry cans. They're all done and ready to go. So the tyres fit on really nicely. There we are. Let's put one on. Snugly fit, and they go on really nicely. There we go. So lovely tread on them, and they fit perfectly. Let me just put one on. Which way does it go? That way. Go, fit on. It says it goes on, no problem. Let's try this one here. He says it goes on, no problem. I did before. There we go. So it go on, no problem. I'm just maybe trying an idea for the weight issue on a flat spot on the tyre. So I don't know how I'm going to do, because these are rubber, and if I do it, have it too hot. I was thinking of getting a hot plate and just gently pressing it, but I'm not too sure about that yet. We'll decide that near other time, unless I can think of a better idea. Unless anybody else has got a better idea, just leave a comment in the box below. I'll pop them back on there so I know I've got them all. And then we started on the upper hull, and this is what I've got done so far on the upper hull. Still a hell of a long way to go. This is the basic big parts really, and then they got all the small parts to go, and that's obviously P for the engine. Looks like for the engine. Excuse me. Some description. Little grab handles on the sides. You can see where all the things have got to go. Yeah, all these holes. A few little bits and pieces. Little handle hatches. Little hatch there with a handle on. On the front, all to do with the pulley system, I think. All this here, these front parts here. Yeah. Obviously you've got these parts done. All these are extra. Just this minute, put that part on as well. So I'm up to, I can't have to look in the instructions again. So far in the fit, lower and upper hull is absolutely really nice. It's got some. If you look at the lower hull, it's got these tabs. See these tabs? Well, there's a corresponding mark inside the hull. And they just sit in there like that. Obviously it's got to be clamped at the front, but on the back needs pulling in when I do it. But it's a really nice fit, really is. And obviously it's clamped back down. But there's some more armour going on the front there and here, so but obviously it'll be clamped down in here to hold it together. So yeah, it's all coming together nicely. I'm quite happy with the progress so far, and I'll just show you where I'm up to. I apologise once again for not doing the update. As I said I was going to build update. Everything's been fine, the fit's been fine, no problems apart from that one part on the lower hull with the brass, so the score 40 edge part, photo edge part. So we've done one and two, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, so 5 and 6. This is fairly straightforward. 7, which obviously I haven't put the tyres on, but they're already. 8, jerry cans, rear attachment. Again, more rear attachment stuff, done that. Started on the upper hull, done that. Oh yeah, sorry, that 12 done. 13 is done. 14 is done, which I'm just where I'm at now, isn't it? 14. Yep, I've done that. And I'm on now, just starting 15, which I've just put the grid on to start with, and we've got all those other small parts to go on. I won't put the shovel on there, the axe on for yet. But yeah, there's a couple of small parts to add onto there. It'll all come together, and then we started some sub-assemblies again, and more sub-assemblies for the commander's hatch, all that kind of stuff. So there's still a lot of stuff to go on the upper hull, all these bits and pieces all to go on the upper hull. So there's a hell of a lot to go yet. I think it's 31 steps, I think. 30 steps until it's finished, so just over halfway as far as the pages go. So, but yes, I'm really enjoying the build. Really I'm enjoying this build. I'll put back to there so I know where. And it's obviously just the one version in the box, the green version. So really interesting to do that and get some nice panels, fading effects and things like that. So I think that's where we are with this at the moment. The Tiger's finished, as you know, but I started doing the Dio. I'm working between the two as I'm waiting for paint things to dry. I'll go back over to the Diorama. I'll show you how far I've got with that. It's just basically the base stuff at the moment. Excuse me. So this is all I've got done at the moment. You see there, still drying around the edges. I've just trimmed the balsa wood off, and obviously I took a bit of sand away, so I've just reattached it, and it's all stuck nicely. There we go. Spray colours and that yet to go on. This should all be black. But I use a chinchilla sand and some brown tile grout, so the tile grout looks like cement, set solid. So I mixed that between the two, and it seems to work really, really nicely. Really nicely. So tile got to sit on there. Obviously I'm going to have some bits and pieces, rocks and things like that, maybe a small bit of vegetation, nothing too much, just a simple base. And all this has to be painted black again. I should have really masked this off, but I didn't. It was already painted black, but I didn't mask it because I had no masking tape, so I couldn't do it. So it's alright, I'll just rub it down and paint it black. It shouldn't be a problem. So that's where that's at, so I'm quite pleased with that. I'll leave that to completely dry again during the day, and I'll start doing by sticking a little bit of stones on and things like, and a bit of vegetation. Well, first of all I'm going to spray all the colours that I need, you know, sandy colours, just to emphasise things a bit. So that's where that's at. So it's coming along nicely with that. So I think that's all we can say at the moment. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all I've got to say at the moment. I don't think there's anything else we can say or do apart from carry on with the Stryker and the Diorama. I'll probably finish today. I'll probably do up to probably about 19, I think, today. I'll get to about here and then I'll stop for the day, I think. There's plenty more to do. There's a lot more to do. Hell of a lot more to do, yeah. There's a bit of photo etching all these parts as well, so it's far from finished. I won't be doing the one with the machine gun weapon station. I'll be doing the one with just the smoke grenades. That's what I'll be doing. That one I won't be doing the one with the machine gun. I thought, well, if it's an ambulance, it shouldn't really have any weapons, but that's my thought anyhow about it. So I shall just pop that back down that way and hold it. Yeah, so thank you very much for watching, and I'm starting to yap again and burble and waffle, so I'll pack it in a minute. So thank you very much to my new subscribers, and again all my old subscribers, for following and really positive comments, and really nice to hear, and I do read them all. I haven't answered some of them, I must admit, on certain parts of the builds and things, but I've decided from now on everything will be answered from now on each video I do. So I promise you that. So this is Greg signing off, and keep safe, keep well, and look after yourselves and your families. So Greg signing off, and we'll see you soon.